Hey guys, Paula Jean from T-Town here. Hoping everybody out there is having a beautiful and blessed day. Today is Monday, the day after Easter, and I just wanted to check in and see how everybody's doing. I've got a couple of new subscribers, so I'm going to remember this time because I was pretty upset last time whenever I was talking. Okay, but I didn't say please like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. I need it. Um, just a little update. I did a little bit of math, and I'm reporting this as a thumbs up thing, a good thing. I feel like I've done really good. At this point in time, it's been about 2.5 weeks since I have not had a job, and I've got to say, considering that, you know, mm, I'll be honest, I was making $8 an hour, okay, um, and not working full time, so I wasn't making much more than 100 to 200 a week, sometimes a little more. So I had things set back. We're still good on cat litter. We're still good on food. I still have toilet paper. I think I've spent $1 on toilet paper since all this started. Um, my food my food's getting low, but we still have meats, and like I said, I'm eating good food. I'm cooking. I'm getting things done around the house that I would not have normally had the energy to do. So I feel like that's a really cool thing that's happening through all this. I'm praying every day, and I put all my days in his hands, but I'm hoping that he puts some money in my path. I counted, I'm down to like $2. But you know what? I've got food and I've got water and the cats are covered and I have gasoline in the vehicle. So what more can I really ask for? Honestly, I am blessed and I'm okay. And I'm not going to say that I'm not. But I'm getting nervous about it, and this is really, truly, honestly, the first time that I've so completely relinquished my life into his hands and just said, Lord, you've got to put the ideas in my head and tell me which way to go next. And so far, it's been working. Like right now, I'm being told that I need to stick some energy into maybe this weekend. It might be nice. And I can have a yard sale. And that's the kind of things that normally I don't have the energy for, to do a yard sale, or that's my prime time for when I actually have work going on. And so, not that people are getting out and doing things, but occasionally, I'm going to have to check into it and see if that's even legal right now. But I'll figure it out. Anyways, regardless, I'm hoping to do some things like that to bring in a little bit of cash here and there, but I'm not worried about it. I'm really not. And that's the most awesome part, I gotta say, is that is the most awesome feeling, is that the closest I can compare it to, and this is huge, folks, this is huge. Whenever my son got his orders that he was being sent to Iraq, I had a total calmness about it. I knew he was going to be all right. And my mother, now she freaked out, but I was completely calm about it. And as it worked out, while he was in Iraq, I literally had, it was one of them really long, long phone numbers, but I literally had a number that I could call him, and most of the time, because I knew his schedule, he would answer the phone. How blessed was I? How many mothers that had sons in Iraq could be like, say something like that. But I had a calmness right from the beginning. I didn't know that it meant that I was going to have a phone number to call him or anything like that. But man, it was awesome. And then, and I'll share another little experience with you, because that's really kind of what this video is about. Is I don't know where I'm going. We're just talking. A little blessing that happened to me, a miracle, really. This shows me how much God is in my life. There is a connection. Everybody knows there's a connection between a mother and their children. Excuse me. And no, it's not that late. I'm just out of Pepsi, so I'm still drinking coffee. But there was one moment when he was in Iraq, and I don't remember what was wrong with me, to be honest. It may have been that I lost my job. I don't know. But it was one of those moments whenever I was just sitting in the garage and wouldn't get out of my car. I'd come home from work, and I was crying, and I was asking everybody to leave me alone. And out of the blue, Jarrett calls his wife, my son calls his wife, and it's just like, what's wrong? What's going on? And she's like, your mother's in the car. And he's like, take her the phone. And that's exactly what I needed. I needed to hear from him. I needed to talk to him, and it helped. So miracles are in your life. I was just discussing with a friend this morning that he was asking, all of these things that I've done to try to help other people. When does that come back to me? Where's my comeback? And there is a Bible passage, is that all good that you do will come back sevenfold, or something like that. And I think that's where he was headed. But my experience led me to tell him this story, is that sometimes you don't know, but it can be years, and I mean years. Like I can say that I've heard stories 20 years down the road, that there are times whenever I know that somebody did me really wrong, and I occasionally wonder if they ever got theirs. And I can tell you that there are times whenever I've heard down the road that their life went downhill, everything fell apart. And no, I didn't get some kind of huge reward, but neither did they, is my point. So, with that being said, those are kind of things that you learn over time and things like that. And those are the miracles that come into your life with age. And I'm going to share this with you guys. Yesterday, I almost made this video. Okay, what I wanted to do is, I've got some granny spectacle kind of looking things around here somewhere, and I can definitely do the bun up my hair and put on a shawl. I've got it, and look like an old lady. And I was going to pull out one of my old books and get in front of you guys and be like, let me share a tale of old. This is a tale of Easter. And I really wanted to do a funny little parody on that and everything, but it's a little too serious for that for me, and I probably would have digressed into the things that I have in my age now learned about Easter that give me pause about Easter. And I'm not going to go any further, because anybody out there, most people out there, know exactly what I'm referring to. And if you don't, look it up. Okay, there are more ceremonies about Easter than just Christ is risen, is all I'm going to say. But I do remember Easters where it was the family gathering, the ham, the deviled eggs, the potato salad, all of the families getting together at grandma's, or, maybe we spent Christmas at grandma's, so the aunt or the uncles would take Easter, and the families coming together, and everybody bringing their eggs, and everybody bringing plastic and real eggs. And I remember the dye all over the kitchen and the mess that it would make, and how my fingers would be purple or even blue-black for days, especially under my fingernails. I remember the boiled eggs that have been dyed taste just a little bit different, and in my opinion, a little bit better than your regular boiled eggs. But the family time and the outside time, and yeah, sometimes the guys had your TVs on with the football game going on, because it's always on a Sunday. But God bless NASCAR, because they're smart enough that they don't. Easter, Mother's Day, now Father's Day, they still do it, but no, they would not race on Easter and Mother's Day. Those are the kind of things that I remember about Easter. Beautiful times. Outdoors. With gatherings. Large gatherings. And even over the years, not just this year, not just because of everything that's going on, even over the years, that has died. Yeah, that's what the title of this is going to be, about Easter traditions and more. Let's talk. Because, folks, that's the kind of stuff that we're going to lose if things keep on going the way they are. Okay? And those moments are more precious. With my age, a lot of my memories are more like flash memories here and there. And I am trying so hard to hang on to those. Use your phones, okay? These are tools, but gosh, you guys, make sure that you back up all of those old videos that you've had. I'm not a proponent of phones. Lord knows my kids have heard me say so many times, "You're upset that I forgot to take the phone to the grocery store. Do you realize I used to drive across country without a phone?" Now, granted, back in those days, Superman wasn't the only one who used a phone booth, but yeah, we actually kept blankets and emergency stuff in our cars, because if you broke down, you were going to bed down in your car for the night, and in the morning you were going to get your bed out and you were going to walk. And you were going to leave your blinker lights on until the battery died. Okay? And you're going to leave a note on your window that says, "I broke down, gone for gas." But guess what? When you come back to the car, you had a better than 50% chance that your wheels and tires were still in there, and that your glass was still intact, and that your radio was still there. Because a few years ago, I had to leave my car on the side of the highway overnight, and when I came back, yeah, my radio and my glass was broken. Different times. Different times. Miss it. So, I hope and pray that there is a day whenever families are able to get out and have fun together, get together and have family time together. I literally, and I've been telling my daughter these stories, I literally made mud pies. I literally used, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. I know I'm not using the right terminology, but the little tunnels that went under the driveway. for the ditch. That was our baking oven. Grandma's old pie pans were our utensils. You know, anything that was old and banged up, Grandma put that aside and put it in a basket for me and the kids to use outside for making mud pies and all that kind of stuff. Pappy, that's my grandpa, had a tire swing. He literally cut mistletoe around Christmas for me to package up and take to school and sell for a quarter bag to make money for Christmas for me to buy presents. There's so many old stories, folks, and we need to remember those. So talk to Grandma, okay? Use your apps. I use this one called Marco Polo, and it's like a walkie-talkie app, but use Messenger. Call Grandma, talk to her, and ask her to tell you a story. It'll make her day. I promise. All right. Hope everybody out there is having a blessed and beautiful day. Get outside for a little bit if you can. Make sure you pray. Put your day in. Oh, one more thing that I wanted. Nope, we'll do that. Forget that. Lord, I ask that you take care of everybody who's listening. I thank you for my new listeners and my new subscribers. And I pray for them and hope that they are good out there in the world and putting their days in your hands. I put all of my time in your hands and hope that you guide me, direct me, and take care of all of my needs. I know you will, Lord. In your blessed Son's name, I do pray for these things. Now, you guys go out there and have a great day and take care. Paula from T-Town out. Much love. God bless.